So Monday's lesson, and today we're going to be looking at multiplying multiples of 10 and 100. There is a PowerPoint presentation to go alongside with this lesson. I'll be going through the learning reminders as normal. So to start us off, we have got a couple of wheels here. On this first wheel, we are counting around in multiples of 3, which you can clearly see here. And on the second wheel at the bottom, we are counting round in jumps of 30. So 30, 60, 90, and so on. What do you notice is the same about these two wheels? What do you notice is different? And the final question is, how many times bigger are the 30s? Now, hopefully you will have said that they are 10 times bigger. Each number at exactly the same point is 10 times bigger. So for example, if we take the 9 here and we take the 90 here, they're at the same point. 9 multiplied by 10 equals 90. And we could do that for each of the different numbers around the wheel. So looking at the same thing again, this time jumping in groups of 6, so counting round in 6s, and for this one, counting round in 60s. Again, the difference is that this wheel have numbers that are 10 times bigger than this wheel. So if we look at the 48, which has at the point of the 8 here, and we look at the 480, 48 multiplied by 10 equals 480. Looking at this in a different way, we can look at multiplying multiples of 10 and 100 using a counting stick. So this time our starting point is counting in jumps of 9, so the 9 times table. Underneath you will see that we are counting in 90s, and then underneath that, the last one, we are counting in groups of 900s. So we are multiplying by 10, the first line down, and then multiplying by 100, the next line down. So you can use your place value to find the 90s and the 900 using this counting stick. So if we chose 72, for example, how many 9s are in 72? Sorry about that, guys. It suddenly got very, very bright where I was filming, so I've just shifted over so we're in the shade a little bit more. So as I was saying, if we took 72, for example, we know that 9 multiplied by 8 equals 72. If we wanted to know what 9 multiplied by 80 was, 10 times more, we would know that the answer is 720. Now, if you will remember rightly, we have used the SMILE method to help us to work out when we are using multiplication sentences which have end in multiples of 10 or of 100. That can help us out, and I will show you what I mean by the SMILE method in a moment. So first sheet is the mild sheet, ladders of 10s. So you need to roll a dice, which I have here, or you could, like we did before, is turn over some bits of paper with numbers on them. Roll your dice, get your number. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's a 3, and that generates your first number, which will go in the bucket. So for this one, I have 3 multiplied by 80. Now, to use this with the SMILE method, what I need to do is write out 80 multiplied by 3. That's my number sentence. Underline the digits that I can do to make an easier number sentence. So 8 multiplied by 3. I know that that is 24. I've got one place value holder here, which means that I need to multiply my answer by 10 because it's one place value holder. We're not just adding a 0, okay? A 0 doesn't just magically appear. We need to make sure that we know that we have one place value holder, so then we know that we multiply our answer by 10 because that also has one place value holder. So 24 multiplied by 10 is 240. My answer of 240 would go in there. Okay, repeat that for the complete ladder for timesing by 3. Roll another number to make sure that they are all different. Okay, the practice sheet, which is hot, is looking at multiplying different numbers either by 10 or 100. So just take that into account if you're using the SMILE method. There is your answer sheet to make sure that you are marking yourself. If you're finding it a little bit tricky, have a go at the moving multiplications activity. Make sure you're doing this with an adult, okay? And choose a pair of times tables that may be that you find a little bit difficult, just so that you're giving yourself some extra practice with that. And then to end the lesson, we have an investigation which is called Multiplication Madness. So to start with, you need to choose one of the numbers which is in the star, and you need to write out a multiplication which has the answer that you've chosen. So the example given is 240, and the multiplication sentence that they have chosen to write out is 4 multiplied by 60. Write as many of these as you can. Then repeat for a different number which you think might have more multiplications that you can write down, and then another one which would have fewer. Okay, and there's another bit at the end if you want to have a go at that. Good luck with the lesson today, guys.